Hello there, I'm Richard and I'm interested in modern careers and what we have to do to be successful in organisations as we navigate ourselves through sometimes tricky waters. And I coach and I teach and I also write career-minded business books, and it's great fun and I love what I do. When we think about job hunting success, we need to think about CV, curriculum vitae. And the question that we want to ask ourselves is, how can we add value to our CV? In my experience, people have a horrible habit of printing their CV out and just sending it out. They don't really put enough effort into thinking about the person reading it over here who gets it and thinks, who is this person? What do they do well? Why should I pay them money? If you earn a salary of, let's say, £20,000 and you're going to be employed by somebody for 5 years, they're going to pay you at least £100,000. Now, if I came and knocked on your front door and said, give me £100,000, you'd probably think I was a bit mad because it's such an amazingly large number, and that's what we've got to think about. When you think about your CV, the first thing you need to have is a profile at the top. And if you're applying for a job as, say, a marketing manager, the first thing it needs to say is, Richard Maughan is a successful marketing manager. If it says Richard Maughan is a successful quality engineer with marketing aspirations, you've kind of blown out straight away really, unless you've networked yourself in which case they may forgive you some of your lack of experience. So take some time to think about the first 4 lines. What are your major successes? How would you describe yourself in 4 lines? And fundamentally, you are a successful what? When you've got that bit, think about the overall CV layout. No fancy fonts, no colourful pages, no horrible script. Don't be clever, because people the world over have seen cleverness. Keep it to 2 pages. Go with the rule less is more. Don't cram more and more text in. People can't read it and they won't read it. The first half a page is what they tend to use. So have a look and think about your layout. Does it look neat and crisp and clean, or is it a bit of a mess? Now, getting to the meat here, what have you achieved at work? What successes have you had? What days were you really proud of when actually you came home and said to your partner, hey, do you know what? That was a great day. I served all those customers. I organised that project. I opened that thing on time to budget. You need to put achievements in. Have about 6 or 7 achievements, 2 lines for each one. So for example, an achievement might be, I saved £500,000 by using lean process improvement techniques to reduce the amount of stock from 1 million to 500,000. Or a different one might be, I'm a really successful chef and I've served 1,000 meals in the last month on time 100% of the time. See, once you put those achievements in and you put some numbers to it, it makes the story for you, and people will read your CV and think, this guy's really good. I'd like a chef who delivers the food on time 100% of the time. Let's get him in and talk about it, because that's what sells. So have 6 achievements, and here's a tip if you're a manager. Lots of managers say people are very important. They're the most important thing in the business. Look at your CV. Do any of your achievements relate to people and maybe how you've led them and managed them? If they don't, a sharp interviewer could ask you about them. Final tip, numbers. Numbers make your case. If you've managed a team of 10, that's more impressive than saying, I managed some people. If you're a chef, to use that example, and you have 10 signature dishes, say, I have 10 signature dishes. It makes the case that you're quite a competent cook, maybe. If you're a salesman and you've won £3 million of business in the last 2 years, put on your CV that you've won £3 million of business. I've worked with somebody who'd saved £1 million of spare parts for helicopters, forgot about it. And I worked for somebody who spoke 7 languages and forgot about it. Speaking some languages doesn't tell us much. Speaking 7 languages, that says something. So look at your CV and put some numbers in. Do all of those things and I would almost guarantee your CV is going to be better than about 95% of the CVs I've read.